Hello, Metallica fans, YouTube. This is going to be another Metallica album discography review. This one, I'm going to be doing my top favorite Metallica albums, well, a ranking of my favorite Metallica albums, uh, least favorite to favorite, at least as of right now. This could change over time. Um, and my ranking could be totally different in like a year or something, or even less than that. But as of right now, what I'm going to decide to go with for my ranking is start off with, let's see, I'm on the ground here. Now, with some kind of, Saint Anger, I'm not really sure where to put that one. I don't think I've listened to it quite enough. So I think I'm just going to leave that out of placing for now. And it's going to be every one of the official studio albums, like flowing studio albums, with the exception of Saint Anger, because I'm not really sure where to put that one. I think it sounds good, but I don't think it sounds great. It sounds kind of alright. I just don't know where to put it. So I'm going to do all of them except for that one. And now keep in mind, I like all these albums. I think they're all really good. I just think there's some that I like better than others. And for number 9, I'm going to put Load. Now, I like this album. I like Ain't My Bitch, 2x4, The House That Jack Built, Where's Your Crown King, Nothing, Hero of the Day, Bleeding Me, Cure, Poor Twisted Me, Wishing My Hate. Mama Said, that one's really more of a country song. I think that's kind of why it's not really a metal song. It's more of like a straight country song. And that's pretty much what it is. And that's kind of why I put this so on the list, because it's that one. Then Thorn Within is kind of not so metal in my opinion. I'm not sure if I'd say it feels like it. Ronnie sounds kind of silly. It's good, but it sounds kind of silly and kind of funny. And the Outlaw Torn, I do like that one though. But that's number 9 for me. Load. Now this is probably going to shock a lot of people, but number 8 for me is Injustice for All. And that is because the bass, it's just not loud enough for me. I'd rather listen to like all the other, like almost any other Metallica album over it, because it just doesn't sound loud enough for me. I think it's because like I heard that like they like pretty much they made the bass so low that you could barely hear it, and I think it really could have been a lot better if they didn't do that. Maybe if I heard like the version and Jason for All version of And Justice for All, is just looking at the album, maybe I'd like this album better if I heard that version. Maybe I'll give it a listen sometime on the internet. As of right now, I put this one in 8th, because just the sound, it just doesn't sound as good as the other ones for me. At number 7, now I really like this album, but like I think I'm just a little tired of it because I've just heard it so many times. The Black Album. Enter Sandman, I like that song. Sad but True, Holier Than Thou. The Unforgiven, I'm not too crazy about. It's a little slow for me. Wherever I May Roam, I love that song, but I've heard it so many times over the past like 25 years of my life. Don't Tread on Me, or just a lot of these songs. Some of them I've heard like so many times over the past 25 years, like Enter Sandman, Wherever I May Roam, The Unforgiven, Through the Never, Nothing Else Matters. Oh, I'm not crazy about Nothing Else Matters. It's a little slow. But they have, even like The Unforgiven and Nothing Else Matters, they have their really good points. I mean, like they have their really good moments in the song where it really rocks, and it's like, okay, this is good. But like it's not like enough for me. It's Of Wolf and Man, The God That Failed, uh, My friend of misery. The struggle within. I like that one. Yep. And this one also might shock a lot of people. This is in 6th place. Now, this could definitely change over time. I'm going to put Ride the Lightning. Now, I like Fight Fire with Fire. I like Ride the Lightning a lot. I like From the Bell Tolls a lot, but I've just heard it so many times. I'm a little tired of it. I tend to skip it almost every single time I listen to this album. Fade to Black, I'm not crazy about. It sounds a lot like either The Unforgiven or Nothing Else Matters with different lyrics it reminds me of, and I'm just not crazy about it. It's a little soft for me. I'd rather it just be like all heavy. I love Trapped Under Ice. I like Escaped a lot. Creeping Death is really good and heavy. The Call of Cthulhu or Cthulhu, that's a good song, instrumental one. That's a really good one. I like that one a lot. But I think there's just other Metallica albums I'd rather listen to, or I just like, or it's not, or I just like better, or something. Next one, their first album, Kill 'Em All. I like Hit the Lights. I love the Four Horsemen. I like Motor Breath a lot. I like Jump in the Fire. Anesthesia, Pulling Teeth, I'm not too crazy about, but it's alright, I think, in my opinion. I've just never really heard anything really like it before. I think it's kind of like I don't really know where to place it, I guess. Whiplash, that one there, I've heard on like 20 Rock Underground 2 a lot, and I really like that song. It's a great song. Phantom Lord, No Remorse, Seek and Destroy. No, I like that one a lot, but it goes on a little long for me. Like the last 2 minutes, I kind of wish were just cut, because it gets a little too repetitive at that point. It just goes on a little too long for me. No offense to Metallica, it's just that particular song I just feel goes on a little long. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. That's just how I feel. No offense to Metallica, no offense to anybody. Metal Mulisha, I love that one. That one just sounds great. It's like Metal Mulisha. That's the one. Then Master of Puppets from 1986, the last one with Cliff Burton. Battery, I like that one. Master of Puppets, I like that one a lot. I don't really like the beginning of it so much, because I've just heard it so many times over the years. I think that's what it is. But I do like it. It's a great song. The Thing That Should Not Be. Welcome Home Sanitarium. Leave Me Be. I like that one a lot. Disposable Heroes, Weapon Messiah, Orion. That one I've heard like a lot over the course of probably 15 years, like, well, here and there, from like watching Danny Way's part in the DC video. Danny Way is a pro skateboarder. He's a major legend. Look him up. I mean, like, he was on like Spike TV's Greatest back probably about like 13 years ago, or I don't know, like 14 years ago or something, for like out of Daredevils and or sports athletes. Damage Inc. And then this might shock a lot of people. Reload. I really like this one. Fuel. I tend to skip that one a lot, but only because I've heard it a lot. But it's a great song. The Memory Remains. I like that one a lot. Devil's Dance. I love that one. The Unforgiven 2, I prefer over the Unforgiven, the first Unforgiven, by so much. It just sounds so much better to me. But I'm not absolutely crazy about it. Better Than You. Better Than You. I like that one. Slither. Carpe Diem, baby. Carpe Diem, baby. I like that one. Bad Seed. I like that one. Where the Wild Things Are, I'm not super crazy about, because I don't know, it's like it feels a little too long or something for me. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Prince Charming, I love that one. That's a great song. I haven't heard that one super a lot. I mean, like, as much of my 25 years of life, I don't think. Maybe that has something to do with why I like it so much. Wellman's lyric, it's a little too slow for me. I tend to skip it almost every single time. I don't really go for that one. Attitude, I like that one a lot. Fixer is another good one. It's kind of like Prince Charming and Attitude. It's a really good one. Now this one is their latest album. Metallica, Hardwired to Self-Destruct. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, this one, Hardwired to Self-Destruct. Hardwired to Self-Destruct. Dun, 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 dun. It's like just thrash. Atlas, rise. Now that we're dead, we can live forever. Moth into flame, seduce the flame. A moth into the flame. Light it up, light it up. I love that one. Dream no more. Halo on fire. Confusion. Mankind. Here comes revenge. Am I savage? I'm not too crazy about that one, but it's good. Murder One, I like that one. Spit Out the Bone. I'm not too crazy about like what it's about, but I like the song and it sounds really good. There, it's a good album. Every one of these songs on here I like. There's not like any song I really care to skip over that much. They're just all good tracks in my opinion. And then I really like the bonus disc on this. This is the one with the bonus disc. I love Lords of Summer. I can't remember. I think on Ronnie Rising Medley, that's actually a cover song from, it's either by Rainbow or Dio. I can't remember which one. It's on either one of those. I can't remember if I liked Blind Man Cries or not. It was either Blind Man Cries or Remember Tomorrow. It sounded kind of slow. I think I wasn't too crazy about. It's alright. Remember Tomorrow. I can't really remember exactly what that one is. Helpless Live, I can't remember too well, but then Hit the Lights Live is really good. I like Four Horsemen Live. I like Ride the Lightning Live, Fade to Black Live. I'm not too crazy about that song, but I prefer the live version over the studio album, the regular version. Jump in the Fire live, that sounds great live. For Whom the Bell Tolls live, that sounds great live. I'd almost rather hear that version. I like to hear like the band like talking like stuff about, like they might be like, hey, what's happening at the beginning of the song, or they might be like, oh, here is Cliff, here is Cliff, here is Cliff. Like they're like trying to say like, now this one goes out to all the ones we missed, and that one was I think that one was Jump in the Fire, where they say that. Creeping Death live, Mulisha live, Hardwired live. I gotta be honest, like they sound really good live in my opinion on this. I don't know if any of this has been mixed or anything, but if this is really exactly what they sound like live as of just a couple of years ago, they sound fantastic live. Just as good. Some of these old ones, like Metal Militia, they sound just as good live on this live version as they do on the original Ride the Lightning album version, in my opinion, or Kill 'Em All album. I mean. Now, as for at least my favorite right now, that I think I'd give a perfect 10, or 10 out of 10, meaning 10 being the best, 0 being the least, or 1 being the least, I'm going to actually go with Death Magnetic. I really like this one a lot. That Was Just Your Life. I love that one. The End of the Line, Broken, Beaten, Scarred. I like that one a lot. The Day That Never Comes. Dun, dun, dun. All Nightmare Long. It's like I've repeated that track because I just love it that much. I've like repeated it like in my car. Cyanide, I mean, I'm not super crazy about the lyrics, like how it talks about suicide. I'm not too crazy about that. So I tend to skip it, but I do like the song. It is a good song. I'd say it's a good song. The Unforgiven 3, it starts out very much like classical music and stuff, but then like it gets really heavy at times, and like I love the part where it's like, why can't I be forgiven? It just sounds great, that part there. The Judas Kiss, Suicide and Redemption instrumental. I just really like that one a lot. Then My Apocalypse, Talk of Death Magnetic 2008, decade ago, which is not that long ago for a Metallica album, because like I think because well they've only have like 10 official studio albums, and like they took some long breaks. So that's basically my top 9 albums for review. There you go.